$700 million estates, $35 million villas, and $11 million mansions. Welcome to Africa's Billionaires Row. Folorunsho Alakija's Ikoyi mansion in Nigeria is a $700 million dream come true. Move over, Katharine Hepburn. There's a new African queen in town, and she's ballin' harder than LeBron. Woo! The oil tycoon outsourced the building of one of the most gorgeous homes in sub-Saharan Africa and fourth most expensive residential home on Earth to the German construction company Julius Berger. And her love affair with German engineering doesn't stop there. She and her fam collect Mercedes-Benzes like Pokemons. She and her hubby lawyer roll around in S-classes, while their 4 boys adorn their driveway in 4 G-Wagons every Christmas. Back to the house. The Ikoyi mansion is bulletproof. If movies have taught us anything, it's that you cannot become an oil tycoon like Folorunsho without making a few enemies along the way. Its light wells and floor-to-ceiling windows on 3 levels make the semicircular concept home heavenly bright. And that Texaco deal affords her a gorgeous pool and gazebo area. She bankrolled one of the most expensive weddings in world history, that of her son Folarin Alakija and Iranian model Nazanin Jafarian Gaisarifar, good old Robert Kardashian's ex, in an $8.3 million wedding at Blenheim Palace in England. So yeah, her family does do it real big. Flo, as her friends call her, was named the 87th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes back in 2014. An estimated net worth of $1.8 billion as of the end of 2021 makes her the 2nd richest woman in Africa, after Black Panther's mother Amanda. Just kidding. I mean after Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. With great power comes great responsibility. And in Flo's case, prime real estate. In Camps Bay, South Africa, sits the country's most expensive house. If you can get approved for a $35 million mortgage, because this place is actually for sale now, you'll get 8 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, and 14 parking spots. Hey, if you live in Manhattan, a parking spot will run you $350,000. So in New York City numbers, you're getting $4.9 million worth of parking. To qualify as a mansion, your property needs to have 10,000 square feet of living space. At Casablanca, you're getting 3 mansions for the price of, well, 3, as it's got 33,368 square feet of living space. Watch Casablanca in your private home theater in the Casablanca Villa, complete with red velvet curtains and 16 velvet seats. After Ingrid Bergman's plane flies off the runway, hit up your private pool and your own private gym. Then unwind after a nice hard day of living larger than life in the master bathroom's marble hot tub. Through the open double doors, stare off beyond Victoria Drive, across the South Atlantic Ocean, and imagine what your neighbors are doing across the pond in Uruguay and Brazil. The most impressive part of this villa? The curb appeal. Pulling up to 30 Victoria Drive looks like Uncle Phil's Bel-Air mansion on steroids. Casablanca Villa's front grille makes you feel this is where God would live. You knock and hope the grand white door shall open to you. The 2nd most expensive house in Nigeria and 3rd overall is Mike Adenuga's. Globacom's mobile phone network owner's Lagos City home is rumored to be worth 22.2 million ducats, although many have raised doubts about that number. When you look at it from the outside, though, the gates to the estate look like barriers to an entire gated community. Located in the super exclusive gated community Banana Island, Nigeria's Beverly Hills, Mike's neighborhood takes a code to enter that changes daily. Banana Island is the complete opposite of Makoko, a Nigerian slum not 10 miles away, and the isle itself is shaped like, you guessed it, a banana. Overlooking the Lagos Lagoon, the estate holds 8 duplexes, one of which holds his huge home office. Not too bad working from home during COVID for Mike, huh? It's got 2 watchtowers like a prison or a military structure would, a church, and a hall that seats 200. It's got a shelter for his private jets, too. Mike Adenuga's home neighbors Nigerian recording star Davido's $1.5 million home. It is rumored that his neighbors don't like him or his property, though. Maybe because he's so rich and famous, prices for homes in that area right now are through the roof, making property taxes unbearable. Or maybe he just doesn't wave back when they wave to him. Who knows? The richest man on the continent has the 4th most expensive house at $13.8 million. Aliko Dangote is a juggernaut in the concrete business, with an estimated net worth of $12.7 billion in 2021. One of Bill Gates' business associates, Aliko's home is located in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. The outside of the all-white exterior is quite nautical looking, as it looks like the top of a yacht. The rooms on the inside are reminiscent of old Hollywood. The interior designers probably watched too many old James Bond movies. In the garage, the Dangote Group's president keeps an impressive list of cars, including a Mercedes-Benz CL65 AMG, a Bentley Mulsanne, a Maybach 57S Night Luxury, and a Bugatti Veyron. Yep, Aliko really does wake up to a new Bugatti. Back to South Africa, aka the Real Wakanda, to a $13 million house in Fresnaye, Cape Town. From the slopes of Lionhead, you look over to the Atlantic Ocean. The deck area's got swing hammocks and a treehouse for the kids and the kid in you. There are 2 pools, one big and one little, and a grotto for a little privacy. It's got a meditative koi pond that Mr. Miyagi would find incredibly peaceful. The elevator will take you where you need to go in the 3 levels of this 7-bedroom home. The luxurious formal lounge with fireplace is the place to host VIPs. If you are like Ernest Hemingway and never knew of a morning in Africa when you woke up unhappy, this master bedroom will only extend that smile. It has a wraparound balcony from which you can see the Atlantic seaboard. Your guests can sleep in a separate 2-bedroom flatlet, what an American might call a pool house. Not too bad. You've got a gym, domestic quarters, and 3 interior garages, plus room to park another 7 vehicles for guests. It even has security guard quarters, a greenhouse, a bar, and a chef's kitchen suitable for prepping meals for a king. Invite Gordon Ramsay over and see if he'll come to this 13,293 square foot mansion. It is currently for sale after all. South Africa's richest man, Patrice Mostepe, holds the deed to an $8 billion baronial mansion that sits on 129,166 square feet of land in Cape Town. The first African man to make Forbes' billionaires list lives next door to novelist Wilbur Smith. Patrice has space to dine Wilbur plus 23 others in the dining room. The $2.3 billion man gets his smoke on in the cigar lounge, coughs it out on the floodlit tennis court, listens to Rodriguez in the music room, I'm sure, and knocks on the real estate manager's on-site residence when he needs a light bulb changed. Looking off his Bishop's Court balcony into the miles and miles of indescribable African skyline might make you a slave of Africa. His 10-bay garage houses a Bentley Continental GT, a Benz S65 AMG, an 07 BMW 750iL, and a 760 Li, amongst many others. Yeah, Patrice is really living it up in the motherland. Sir Okeowo's 4.6 billion naira mansion, or 11.2 million in USDs, looks like a hybrid of a megachurch, a luxury resort, and the White House. A knight of big-time historical Methodist John Wesley, Sir Clement Oluwatumininu Okeowo, left medicine to pursue a life in the construction business. As a gift to himself for all his hard work and success, he bought one of the most beautifully expensive homes in all of Africa in Parkview Estate in Lagos, Nigeria. You can watch 88's Coming to America and laugh at how ridiculous Americans think Africans are in the residence's private movie theater. The place where you eat dinner will make any meal a happy meal with its 22-seat dinner table that sits under a mezzanine and a 4-tiered diamond and gold chandelier. Dollar green, gold-plated fantasies line every supper time here. Forget about sitting on chairs. This home has thrones. And forget a home gym. Sir Okeowo has a home church. You can pray after every meal in the glorious narthex, complete with organ and grand piano. People refer to Sir Okeowo, the founder of Gibraltar Construction Nigeria Limited, as one of Nigeria's silent billionaires. Although, to be honest, his lifestyle is pretty loud and proud. The man dresses like the Pope and lives like King Solomon, the wealthiest king in the Bible. Not coincidentally, his home church is called Solomon's Chapel of Faith. Want to get baptized after church? You've got access to a b-ball court-sized swimming pool for that, and we're willing to bet no one ever actually swims in it. Sir Okeowo's tennis court is pretty enough to make King Richard drool. Why have one Rolls-Royce parked out in your garage when you can have 7 of them for 7 times the price? The mansion's 10-car garage's use is maximized by the billionaire with 7 chrome and gold spirits of ecstasy, staring straight out at the glorious fountain. The other 3 cars rounding out his automotive starting lineup are an ebony Mercedes-Benz G500, an ivory G500, an Escalade, and an S550. I saw an Escalade 600 on 5th Avenue in New York City at the time of writing and thought to myself, I think Sir Okeowo should add this 2021 caddy to his collection. What's $106K to a billionaire? As you may have noticed, all these mega estates are in South Africa and Nigeria, Africa's strongest economies. The only other African billionaires are located in Egypt, Morocco, Zimbabwe, Eswatini, and Tanzania. 7 of Africa's 54 countries have billionaires, so they're pretty much the only places you can find these types of supermansions.